Hi, I'm Mike Hamilton at Lithia Toyota, and behind me I have a 2022 Toyota Highlander XLE all-wheel drive in the gas. I'll be right back. Toyota Highlander now has been around for over 20 years. This being the leader of its class in the mid-size three-row crossover SUVs. In 2020, Toyota redesigned this Toyota Highlander from the ground up with the new TNGA, Toyota New Global Architecture, and gave it a brand new look, a brand new facelift, put it a more fuel-efficient four-cylinder engine in with the hybrid systems that gets over 35 miles a gallon, and then you have this 3.5 liter V6 engine that's been in a lot of different Toyotas, from both the Lexus and also the regular Toyota line, starting to be phased out slowly as fuel economy needs to get better, but this is still a very popular trim here. Is this particular package, being this is the mid-grade of the vehicle and one of the more affordable vehicles. So let's go over this one here. As you can see, it has LED headlights on it. They also have LED high beams, LED fog lights, and then you have a very attractive front grille on this one here, with the kind of very aggressive looking front to it with the Toyota Safety Sense behind that Toyota badge. It has a 2.5 Plus, which gives you lane trace assistance, lane departure alert with steer assist, gives you adaptive cruise control, pre-collision, pedestrian detection, and cyclist detection. Also a camera system up in the windshield helps you with that too. Up on top we have a moonroof and sunroof, and missing is the roof rack crossbars, which is an optional accessory. Let's go ahead and move to the side. We have a nice attractive 18-inch rim on this here, with a good set of Michelin tires, and then you have color-coded mirror caps on here with turn signal indicators. This is a proximity key or push start on here, so if I was to put my finger on this two notches here, I'm not going to do it because I have it running and just scream at me. It will lock it. If I put my hand on the door, it will unlock it. So let's go ahead and come to the inside here real quick. All soft touch and soft text, Toyota synthetic leather. One of the new things they did for 2022, finally, and it was a complaint when they came out with this in 2020, is that you had a 8 or 10 way adjustable seat in the Camry, but you didn't have that in the Highlander for the passenger side. Now we do. We get a lot more adjustability in here. No power lumbar support. That'd be a nice feature to put in here. And then you have the injection mold soft touch dash on here, so everything is soft touch here. 8-speed transmission, and we have a wireless charging pad in the center console. This is the standard 8-inch infotainment screen with dual climate control. I will go over that when I'm inside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Monroney or window sticker. It has a 5-star safety crash testing overall XLE V6 all-wheel drive. It's a 3.5 liter, makes about 301 horsepower, and this is the higher tow capacity. This could tow to 5,000 pounds. The tow capacity in the hybrid is 3,500 pounds. Towing comes as a optional thing that could be done at port, where they could add the tow hitch there if it was preferenced by the store, or it could be added on by the store later on. As this one sits, the price after destination and handling fee is $44,658. Let's continue to the back here. So we've got our wind Vortex Generators. Toyota loves to do that to scrub off that bad air. And then it has a very attractive back into it. Unlike the old one, the outgoing 19, they used to have a button around here that would open up that glass. They quit doing that, so that's not available anymore. But we do have power liftgate with one camera. The cameras here has only got a reverse camera. Some of the highest trims have up to 5 cameras. This does have the third row laying down because we have our box full of all-weather floor mats, and it does have the all-weather cargo tray with the Highlander in there, cup holders, and then you can see the seat belts there, and jack tools and other things are on that side. Let's move around to the other side of the vehicle here. And this is where our fill door is. So filling is on the driver's side. Most of the Toyotas are like that. And coming into the inside, so you could get a bunch of adjustability to help that back row out. There's about 6 different settings on these seats, so you can see the difference in range. I'm sitting in there, I'm 6'2", so that seat was way back for me. But let me go over this real quick and show you just the leg room I have with that seat all the way back. So a 6-foot-plus adult could sit behind another 6-foot-plus adult. And then quickly, while I'm in a good spot, there's your moonroof, sunroof. If we get to the Platinum, you could get a panoramic sunroof on it. One other thing, it's a nice feature in here. We do have window shades for the babies, which I think is a nice touch. And if you're in the Platinum, you'll get heated seats in the center row. Most of the Platinums and Limiteds will be a captain's. I believe it only Platinums have captains only now. Coming up to the mirror, this is going to have blind spot monitors. And then you got rear cross traffic alert. There's sensors in the rear bumpers there. And then coming to the inside, you're going to see typical stuff we're going to see on all the vehicles: power windows, power locks, power mirrors, some of our Toyota safety sense, and one of our buttons here that opens up the power lift gate. And our gas door release is there, and the hood release is there. No power telescopic steering on any level of this vehicle. And you have your same adjustability for your driver's seat, along with power lumbar support. Again, this has heated seats with no ventilated. Platinum and Limited have ventilated seats also in this vehicle. Never need to ever take your key out of your pocket or purse in this vehicle, as it is push start. So if I just walked up to the door and grabbed the handle, it's going to unlock the car for me, put my foot on the brake and push the engine start button. It's just going to start. I'm going to show you also the startup sequence and the driver's infotainment. And then you have the Highlander just doing a little half a loop there. And then you have the largest infotainment that's offered for the driver, 7 inches on that. And that gives you a variety of different information. Now, I've gone over these things multiple times, but this is your lane trace, adaptive cruise control, lane departure screen. We have our music, all-wheel drive information here. It's going to show how each wheel is getting power at any given time. Then this is all your Toyota safety sense in here and all the different features it has. And then the last one here is information about the vehicle. Like if it was having a problem, this would become your only screen. And then this is trip eco information on there. We do have a couple analog gauges here. We have our tachometer, speedometer. You also could get that digitally as it's up there in the right hand corner. And then you have temperature gauge and fuel gauge there, as it has low fuel. It's like typically we only have a couple of 3 gallons in these things until we sell them. Steering wheel here, which you have all your controls for your infotainment here. Radio controls, picking up or voice command for the Siri, or you could do that for the Toyota system. And then your adaptive cruise control, your regular cruise control, and radio information are at the bottom, picking up and hanging up your cell phones on this side. Taking a look at your infotainment here, we do have a standard 8-inch. If we're in the higher levels, you could get up to 12.3 inches on your infotainment. This does have integrated maps, but it also supports your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is going to be mostly the preferable way to do it. You have an XM trial for this, XM radios in here. We have a dual climate control here. It's on sync at the moment here. Then you have different stuff here: heated windshield wipers, heated seats, restage. You have rear defrost and heated mirrors, front defrost, fan speeds, different flows, rear climate to turn on and off. This basically forces all the air on the front passengers, no one in the back. Air vents. Then we have a couple of USB-Cs, the regular primary USB. This is not Apple CarPlay wireless yet. Only the Tundra and the Supra have that available to it, but hopefully that will be a change that we're going to do very soon. Coming down to the bottom, we have drive modes on this here. So we have a sport, we have a normal, which you're going to drive in most of the time, and eco if you want to get a little better fuel economy. We also have terrain management here. We have a normal, but if you're in mud and sand, you put it on that. Rock and dirt, if you're on snow, you hit that, you can put it on that. You have also downhill assist control. A lot of people ask me what this button means. Automatic shutdown that's now required by law. If the vehicle stops at a stoplight for too long, it's going to turn off the vehicle to save fuel and save emissions. So that could be overridden by pushing it once when you start, the vehicle not shut off at any given point. So, and then lastly here, we have a wireless charging pad for our cell phone, Qi Wireless, and more storage down at the bottom there. Up on the top here, we have a auto rear view dimming mirror. This is not the one that has a camera. There's higher levels. This whole thing turns into a full camera, but we do have garage door memory sensor home link. It's on the bottom here. And at the top here, we have our dome lights. Our reading lights are on here. This is an SOS button. It's kind of OnStar for Toyota. It's shared by a couple other manufacturers, but it does emergency services. It does roadside assistance, stolen vehicle locator, and then we have our controls for our moonroof and sunroof are on here too. So this is one of the unique colors that Toyota has. It's called Opulent Amber, and since we're in the shadows now of the late afternoon, early evening, I got my camera light out here so we could take a look at this. I don't know how good this will show up, but makes it more look like it's dirty than anything. But it's kind of a brown with a with some sort of a metal flake in there. It's really pretty. It definitely is a color. A lot of Toyota colors are kind of chameleon, so they look darker in different lights, and then when it's bright and sunny, they give it a lighter color, and it looks, I would say, more root beer looking during the day, and now it's kind of more of a dark brown looking. But it is one of the unique colors, and not a color that you'll see most cars with. Again, I'm Mike Hamilton at Lithia Toyota. One of the most popular Toyotas built today. It's definitely good for moving people. It comes in this configuration, which is an 8-passenger. The XLE level does have a captain's option. I believe the Limited does have mostly captains, but can get a bench, so you could have 8 or 7 passengers. Same with this one, 8 or 7 passenger. LE is only an 8-passenger. And then if you go to the Platinum level of this vehicle, then it's only a 7-passenger. And then as you keep going up, of course, you're going to get more features. Again, this one ranges between an all-wheel drive or a front-wheel drive in the lower to mid 40s. This one's a nicely equipped one with just about every feature that's available to this vehicle. Well, thank you again for watching this video. We'll see you next time.